There we go.
Cool. So, what's the plan? What was the plan for us to come down here on this road particularly? Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your knowledge about emergency stops.
Something will like walk out all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You have to just slam the brakes on.
Not necessarily just someone just walking out. If you can give me another 3 reasons.
Car pulling out.
Yes, a car pulling
Something
out.
happens in front.
What sort of something happening in front?
Collision.
Yeah, a collision might happen. Yep.
I think. Animal.
Maybe an animal.
Yeah.
What type of animal?
Deer, maybe rabbit.
Yeah.
Dog, cat.
Yeah. So there's like obviously we know what's happening around us. We should be able to effective use of mirrors. So if there was a rabbit on the road, I don't want to kill anything.
No.
But a deer is going to really impact the car. A rabbit isn't going to necessarily. Yeah. I'm all for animals.
Yep.
But
I feel so guilty. I'd be like, we have to pull over, I'm going to cry.
You can't really weigh it up, can you? And go,
No.
am I mess? No, you're not going to kill anything. So how could you prevent an emergency stop?
Just make sure you're aware of everything.
Yeah.
Like if you see, you know, they're signs for the deers.
Yes, that's good. That's a good point.
Just be a bit more wary.
Yeah. They haven't got signs for cars coming out of driveways and things, and the collisions.
Just keeping an eye on
the
road ahead.
If I said to you, driving sensibly to the road conditions, would that work?
Yeah, I think so.
So to prevent an emergency stop, hopefully we can, like you said, effective observations. What's the point of doing an emergency stop?
Well, if there was a crash in front, you don't want to slam into the back of that and make it worse.
Okay.
If someone's like, you don't want to obviously hit the deer.
Okay.
So
So what could you do with the car in front when if they have a collision? What could you do to make things something safer? If you're driving down the road and the car in front of you has a crash, what could you do differently?
Just hold back.
Hold back?
Yeah.
So what sort of distance do you think we'd hold back?
Well, like as we're driving?
As you're driving, yep, as a normal driving. As you're driving down the road like we drove here today?
Yeah, like it's something like 2 seconds between us.
Yep, and how would you judge that 2 seconds?
Maybe like lamppost to lamppost sort of thing. Or
Go on,
is there like
keep going. Come on, keep going. You're going. You scratch. It's like a little scratch card. You're scratching the surface of that, and it's coming. The answer's coming.
Oh, I don't know.
You do know. You do know.
Is it like, so if they're at one lamppost, you'd get back to the next?
Are you talking about the distance between the lampposts?
Yeah. Or is
Okay.
it dependent on the speed, isn't it?
So if I said, okay, so you can if we're driving.
Yeah.
If we're driving and there are cars in front of you, and let's use that example for lamppost, maybe a dustbin, something that's stationary, like you might even use a shadow of a tree or something as that car goes over that shadow, or so a figure point is something fixed. You can't have a moving object. So if that car goes past it in front of you, count 2 seconds, and then you should go past that stationary object. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
There you go. There's the rest of that scratch card pulled off, and have you won? Hopefully, because we won't have a crash.
Yeah.
So 2 seconds. Yeah, that's correct. In what type of weather?
Normal conditions.
Normal dry weather.
Yeah.
What happens if I put some water on the road?
Alright, now it's just a bit wet.
Yep. So what would that 2 seconds do? What's going to change?
Increase a little bit.
Increase a little bit.
A bit.
Quite a bit. In the middle. Whereabouts?
In the middle. I think it'd be quite a bit if it was icy.
Okay. So hold the ice. The water hasn't frozen yet. We just got the water on the road. So what? Is it 2 seconds has now changed, isn't it? So what?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? Give me an answer.
4.
4. Yes, you double it.
Yeah.
Yes, you've got 2 second gap. Now you need to think about the 2 second gap. So there's snow and ice.
Double that again. 8. Triple.
So you got the 2 second gap.
Yeah.
If it's snow, if it's wind, if it's 2 second gap in the dry, 4 second gap if it's wet.
Wet.
10 times
Oh, okay.
2, so it's 20 seconds.
Yeah.
If it's snowy and icy. Have you ever been ice skating?
Yes.
Have you ever held on to the penguin and someone's pushed you?
I have
on the ice rink?
I'm alright at ice
Have you
skating.
seen people?
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine but you're driving. The ice rink's massive now, 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
On the ice rink, someone pushes you and I ask you to stop. You can't fall over. You're not going to hit anything. You're just holding on to that penguin. How are you going to stop?
Crash.
Yeah, so you're going to slide, aren't you? You're going to
Yeah.
slide quite a long distance before you do it. Yeah, so 2 seconds. How do you judge the 2 seconds?
Fixed point.
Yep.
1, 2. After they get through.
So you're going to count 1, 2.
Mhm.
There is a little saying that's out there. Only a fool
Mhm.
breaks a 2-second rule. Have you ever heard that phrase? So only a fool breaks a 2-second rule. That will take 2 seconds for you to say it. So if a car goes past, only a fool breaks a 2-second rule. Then you go past it. Say it twice for rain, 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So what could happen during an emergency stop? You need to say avoid it. You need to look
Mhm.
well ahead.
Yeah.
Be aware. You really said being aware of what's happening. If it's things are happening where the kids are going to walk out, or someone's going to walk out, or a door's going to walk out, what are you going to do to your speed?
Reduce it.
Yeah, reduce it. So there you go. Be aware, anticipate it. So keep a safe gap. You've already said this.
Mhm.
And drive at appropriate speed. That's it. That's how you can avoid an emergency
Yeah.
stop.
Easy.
Yeah.
No.
So the procedure. How would you do an emergency stop? What's the first thing
Really?
you would do?
Clutch down, brake. Simple.
Clutch down and brake down?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with this. Yeah, go on. Keep talking to me.
I'd have to look.
Before?
I'd have,
Are you going to look?
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, because if it's an emergency, I'm not going to go, 1 sec. Because I'd hit him.
Give me a situation of when you would do an emergency stop. Just look at the road ahead and what could go wrong on this
That
road.
dog runs out.
Okay, so the dog's off the lead and the dog's going to run out.
Mm.
Okay. What is the first thing you're going to do? You're driving down here, let's for example, 30 miles an hour.
Mm. I'm going to see it run out.
Okay. Okay,
I'd
so
probably,
suddenly it just doesn't do anything. You're just going to brake? You're going to check your mirrors first?
well, I should, but I'd be more concerned about the dog.
Okay, so let's think about this. Is the dog? Is the dog? So let's change the dog into a person.
Yeah.
Okay, not saying we're not going to stop for the dog, but let's use that person. Is the person protective? Got fabric around it like a metal
No.
box? Has the car behind you got a
Yeah.
metal box?
Yeah.
What's the safest thing to do? Who are you going to protect most?
Protect them first.
Yep, protect the pedestrian. Otherwise, you're going to crash them.
Mhm.
So, are you going to check your mirror?
No.
No. So don't bother checking your mirror.
Okay.
It's the only time I'm going to say, don't check your mirror.
Don't say that'll make a habit.
Yeah. So you said put your foot on the clutch and then the brake. What's the first thing you need to do?
Brake.
Okay. So if you got the dog and the person out in the middle of the road, what are you going to hit first?
Brake.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. It's judging who's going to hit. So first thing you need to do, like you said there, brake quickly. Why does it say firmly?
Because if you can brake quickly, but if you don't do it enough, you're still gonna smack into them.
Okay, so how much pressure do you need to put on that brake pedal?
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot or a lot?
A lot.
Okay. We've talked about that car that could be behind you because you don't know what's happening behind you.
Mhm.
What could happen with the car behind?
Into that. Oh, so if you brake firmly, then you can't roll forward.
There we go. That's it. So leave that pressure on that brake until you know what's happened. Okay.
Yeah.
So quickly and firmly, both hands on the steering wheel.
Mhm.
Why 2 hands on the steering wheel?
Because you don't want to have one off and then
There we go. Yeah.
lose control.
What else?
Airbag. You don't
Airbag.
know.
Hopefully the airbag doesn't going to come off because we're not going to hit anything. But yeah, your hands are away. What happens if the car turns into a skid? If the car slides to one
control
side?
it.
There we go. What happens if someone else comes out whilst you're doing the emergency stop?
Move away.
Yeah. So 2 hands on the steering wheel.
Mhm.
So it's going to help you control the car. Once the car comes to a complete stop, what's the next thing you do?
Handbrake.
Yeah, put the handbrake on. And then you're going to do what?
Am I okay?
One more
I
thing.
don't know.
One more thing before you start breathing and go and panicking.
Check that everything. Just have a look.
What about the gears?
Oh, lower.
Yeah,
More neutral.
neutral. Yeah, so you need to come to a complete stop. So it's driving down the road, see the emergency, you've got to stop, put your foot on the brake, down on the clutch, bring the car to a complete stop with 2 hands on the wheel, handbrake on, and then put the car on neutral. And breathe. That's the next thing you need to do. All right, so that's it. So brake quickly, firmly, turns on the wheel, neutral, handbrake and neutral. And then we need to assess the situation before we think about pulling away. So the effective thing is like normal. Where would you check to pull away? Because it's obviously when you've got blind spots and things like that. Where would you think you need to pull away? Imagine you've done emergency stop right here.
Yeah.
Where would you do to pull away?
I'd check all the mirrors, all the blind spots.
All the blind spots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never know what's happened.
Have a little look at the places you would look and count them for me.
1,
From the
2.
way you would start first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
All
it's good. Let's try and do it in an all-round situation because you went over like this a little bit.
Yeah. So just kind of like that.
Where's the bigger risk when you pull away?
In front. If I like
In
stop
front,
something.
good.
Yeah.
And because you're going to be moving the car away from the curb again, aren't you? So the bigger risk is over to your right and in front of you. So let's start looking at the minimal risk. You look over your left blind spot.
Yeah.
That's 1. Then moving that vision around to 2. Scanning the road ahead for 3. Lifting it up for the centre bit for 4. Coming down to that one there for 5. And you know where the 6 is?
That one.
Over your right shoulder. Just making sure. Really, really making a good effort. Something's emergencies has happened. Your heart rate's going to be pounding a little bit. Adrenaline's going, so you need
Probably
to
going
think.
to be swearing.
No, you're not going to be swearing. No, because you're going to be like, why would you be swearing?
I don't know. If it actually happened on the road,
Yeah, probably.
just
You'll
come
be like,
out.
oh my
I'd be
god, yeah,
saying, yeah.
yeah. So,
Not right now. I'd be right now.
Don't forget people can lip read as well.
Yeah.
No, it's like, so there we go. So check all around from left to right. So start from the
Yeah.
left and go to the right. Obviously you're in France, you start to the right to the left.
Yeah.
Okay. When you brake, the car could skid. What safety things have we got nowadays that could stop the car from skidding? Do you know? Do you know anything?
Is that the ABS thing?
There we go. What's ABS?
Anti
Go on. Good.
braking. No. Anti.
ABS. It is
Yeah.
anti-braking system, but there's another word that's missing on the anti-locking. So it's exactly like it says there. So it's an anti-lock braking system. So it's a braking system that stops the car from locking its wheels. All right. And what that happens is, do you know what happens? What ABS means? What it does?
Not really, no. No.
Okay, so when you start braking, the car's going to stop the car from skidding. Have you ever been on a mountain bike or something, BMX?
Not for years, but yeah.
Okay, so remember when you used to pull the back brake and you used to do that big long black tyre mark behind you? That is a long skid. So the car's going to prevent that, the 2 black lines.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on the brake, but really quickly, really quickly, and you're going to feel that under the brake pedal whilst you're braking. So it's going to stop the car from skidding. All right, so you're not braking the car. If there was a problem with your anti-lock braking system, how would you know?
You'd be skidding.
Okay, so before we start the car.
Oh, wouldn't there be a light?
Yep, that's right.
Say yes.
Yep, and if there was an ABS light, what would you do?
Get it checked out.
Get it checked out immediately, yeah. Most people turn around and say, Dad.
Remind me, Mum.
Yep, so skidding. So what could cause a skid?
What if it's wet? Icy.
Yep, so the weather conditions, what else?
Something in the road?
Yes, there's stones maybe on the road or something, loose gravel. Anything else?
Those are the only 2 I can think of.
Okay, so now start thinking about what's inside the car.
I don't know.
Driver?
Yeah.
Driver. Yeah, so just think about the driver. Acceleration,
okay.
so yeah, harsh acceleration. Might take the corner a bit too quick and they like hit the gravel. Tyre, the vehicle itself, is the tyres in the right condition? Is that 1.6? Is the minimum 1.6 millimeters? So it's those sort of things. And like I said, the road, gravel and road and leaves and stuff. All right. So how could you avoid the skid?
Slow down. Use engine braking. Minimal smooth steering.
Textbook. Yeah, so over there. And how would you deal with skids if there was no ABS, anti-lock braking system, that brake that's going down? How could you stop the car from skidding?
They always say turn into.
No, not the skid.
Yeah.
So actually, not losing control, like
Yeah.
swerving into a skid, but how would you, if the cars are going in a straight line, how would you stop the car from skidding if you haven't got ABS?
Stop the brake. Might come off it a bit.
Yep.
Um,
Just to get the grip of the tyres again on the road.
Don't know. You keep control of the steering.
Yeah. So there we go. So what you need to do is, if you haven't got anti-lock braking system, you just release the brake and pump the brake really hard. So
Yeah.
putting the foot back on the brake really firm, take it off, put it back on again,
Yeah.
and you've got to do that so quickly. You might have like a Morris Minor or something that hasn't got, but most cars have them. All right. So there we go. So pump the brake, release the brake, car skids. If the car did skid, and the car and the bonnet of the car moved over to the right hand side, where would you turn the steering wheel? Hold the steering wheel now. Imagine the car was skidding over towards that house there, and the back end was going over to the left. Which way would you turn the steering wheel to correct the skid?
Do you want to correct?
There we go. Yeah, to turn it, bring the bonnet of the car back around, and then likewise, if we're going down the roads and we started going the opposite way, which way you turn the steering wheel? Yeah, so if the car starts spinning this way here, then you can bring the nose of the car around. That's why. Happy?
Yeah.
Okay. How you feeling?
I'm nervous now.
Have you got any questions?
No, I think. Can we go over what I have to do? So brake.
Yep. So we'll do that in before we start the car actually doing it, and then we can start building our speed up for it. We can do it gradually. So have you got any questions about anything else I haven't covered for the emergency stop?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. So put 2 hands on the steering wheel. So imagine we're driving down the road now.
Yeah.
Imagine the car's in gear. It's not, it's in neutral.
Yeah.
But the position, imagine it's in first gear or third gear, something. When I do an emergency stop, I'm not going to start screaming, shouting and banging clipboards on the thing. I'm just going to bring my hand up and I'm going to say stop.
Okay.
Alright, that's all I need you to react to. It's the word stop and my hand out there. I will, and examiners will, check over their shoulder to make sure, because we haven't got a big enough mirror, so we will need to make sure that the surroundings, so we'll tell you plenty of time, but we will check over our shoulders, alright? Then we'll say the word stop. So we're driving down the road, stop. It's the first thing you're going to do.
Right.
So just do this now. So put your foot on the brake. And the car slows down.
Yeah.
And the clutch.
Down.
Yep.
And then
handbrake and
neutral,
and then you can relax. That's it.
Oh, okay.
And then pulling away.
Oh no, I have to remember. The reverse. Well.
Yeah, so
not
just put the car into gear now. Observations.
Checking. Oh, I didn't do that.
So really look. So
I've got that one. I just didn't get all over that.
yeah, so pop the car in neutral again. So that was good. So let's change that situation and scenario of a child just run out into the road.
Yeah.
They may have a twin sister, a twin brother or something, or the mum or something comes out. So you've done an emergency stop for one person. The kid's gone away. Kid's gone up and gone, oh my god. Second one's come out. So you need to be looking out for the second one. To really look out. Take a couple of seconds, just a second or so. Just don't just go. I need to fix actually fixation onto one, onto a point. All right, so you can do them observations with me again.
Yeah.
So go on then. Now you've got a map of everything. Exactly what's happening around that car.
Yeah.
All right. Would you signal to pull away? You're in the middle of the road.
Well, I mean, if you've stopped, so you let them know what you're doing.
Okay. There's another point of hazard warning lights. You can pop that on to let the cars behind know there's a hazard and you've done an emergency stop.
Yeah.
This car, if you do it over a certain speed, I believe it's 40 miles an hour, the hazard warning lights actually come on themselves.
Oh, okay.
All right. So if you put enough brakes on, the hazard warning lights come on. So just remember to turn them off if need be. All right.
Yeah.
When you put your foot on the brake, just slam the brake on. I need you to put your clutch down almost immediately.
Yeah.
That's disengage the engine, otherwise the car will pull you along.
That's
Shall we do it?
Yeah.
How you
Give it a
feeling?
go. A bit nervous, but
Okay.
it's just braking. But
Is it the unknown that's making you nervous?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, never done this before.
Okay.
What's going to happen?
So, see the road ahead? So you've got the
Yeah.
3 driveways.
Mhm.
See the 3rd driveway, you've got the black.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go fast, we're going to keep it in 1st gear.
Mhm.
We're not going to rev it, we're not going to speed up, we're just going to roll the car. And then we're going to do
Yeah.
emergency stop. Alright?
Okay.
Well, I'm going to tell you when we're going to do the emergency stop by saying stop.
Mhm.
I'm not going to scream and shout, I'm going to go stop.
Yeah.
And you can do it.
Cool.
Happy?
Yeah.
So when you're ready, normally just pull away from here. Keeping the car in 1st gear when we go. So, don't forget that.
My
Okay, so remember your blind spot to pull away.
Yeah.
And your signal. That's it. Here we go. Then cancel the indicator. Okay, so nice and slow and keep it on. Stop. And brake. Neutral. What I need you to do,
Mhm.
I need you to, when you put your foot on the brake, to stamp on the brake.
Yeah.
Keep that, pushing that pressure through that brake, up the leg.
Yeah.
Up the leg, right up to the top.
Full body
Pushing,
workout.
putting
Yeah.
the lower back straight into the back of the chair.
Yeah.
I need you to push into the back of the chair. That's how much pressure. I
Yeah.
need you to almost straighten your leg, pushing into that brake pedal. I need you to over exaggerate the braking.
Okay.
You need everything to fall off. But yeah.
Yeah.
When you're ready, see this big gap on the other side of the road,
Yeah.
which is why we check the left hand side of the road. Why? What come down there?
Bike.
Yeah, so a push bike or something.
Cool. Cool.
So when you're ready, do the effective observations before you go. Okay, so build a little bit more speed. Go into gear 2 for me. Okay, so really when I do it, I want you to really stamp on that brake. Stop. Secure the car. Relax. Breathe. Did you feel the car just
Yeah, I
take
was
the
like-
pressure down? So what was the difference between the first one and the second one?
The first one's felt smooth when it shouldn't have been, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas that one was like, oh, you're slowing down.
Yeah.
You're coming to a stop.
There is a child walking out into the road and you
Yeah.
have done an emergency stop.
Save that child's life.
Does that feel better?
Yeah.
Okay. So looking up ahead, you've got the black car, silver
Yeah.
car, the person in the road next to that car in the road. Obviously a lot of people up and down taking bins away and things.
Mhm.
We're going to try and do it probably around about, oh, I'm not even going to tell you. Oh no.
Oh no.
Alright, so when you're ready, safely, put away. So don't rush, hang on a second, wait a second. Check around you. Start in the low risk area, the bike, mirror, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Shall I let that car go?
Yeah, if you want to. If you want to just indicate left for me. And they should just go around you. There we go. That's it, you need to do them again, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you'll just speed up. This handbrake wasn't all the way down, just one click.
Shall we answer to?
Yep, please do. So build the speed way up. Bring yourself away from the man. Keep the speed up, keep the speed up, keep the speed up. Build more. Stop. How you feeling?
Alright, bit whiplash, but
Whiplash? You alright?
yeah, it was alright. Yeah, no, it's fine. Just being dramatic. Yeah,
Yep, so that was alright. Yeah, so all it is just putting the foot on the brake, clutch, down to the wheel, handbrake
Yeah.
on, put the car in neutral, relax.
Yeah, nothing scary.
No, nothing scary. It is nothing scary. So
It will be if there was an actual child, I think. But, you know,
yeah, probably yeah. I think the child will be like petrified as well. Yeah, but you brought
Yeah.
the car safely to a complete stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to come out this road. I'm not going to be doing any more emergency stops at the moment.
Thank God.
I will tell you in plenty of time if we ever
Yeah.
did it. I'll stop you on the left hand side and say, okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to do an emergency stop.
Yeah.
Do you need me to go over everything? Cool. Don't forget, I look over my shoulder and react to the word stop. Yeah, so I will tell you. So if I move my hand around, to like change the temperature or something, adjust my mirror, I'm not doing an emergency stop. All right, just make that clear.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all.
Have you got any questions for me?
No, I think that was alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all good.
Okay, so what I need you to do is we will practice again down a different road later on in the lesson. But I need you to do effective observations.
Yeah.
Because we're quite far away from the curb.
Yep.
And then move off down the road. And I'll tell you where we're going after
Lovely.
at the end. That was amazing. Look out there.
Yeah.
Keep them up.
Oh.
Not necessary. There was nothing behind you.
Yeah.
And at the end of the road, we're going to turn right.